Thank you, Carmen Pfeiffer, for really sending the first list of questions to me in response to that post that I put up last week, letting everybody know that we are going to be relaunching the Daily Dose of Maven. Today, Monday, really we're going to focus on exercise and fitness, or questions that are related to that, and just as quickly as I can addressing a question, which was, at what intensity and at what frequency should I be exercising at for optimal health? And that was Carmen's question. And it's really not an easy question because it really all depends on what your goal is. If your goal is for endurance, if your goal is for competition, if your goal is for just general health, it really will just be completely dependent on that. You know, the frequency, the intensity, what you do, how often you do it, how you mix it up. And so what I'm gonna, just to make it a little easier for us and to make this a little brief, than it can potentially be, we're going to focus on 90% of the population, which is they just want to be healthy and they just want to maintain health and they just want to incorporate a routine that will work for them with their busy schedules, where the main priority, main goal is to just maintain general health. And so in that case, when you get to that maintenance stage, after that initial term of really just breaking a lot of habits, developing some mental toughness, physical toughness, to be able to endure the consistency of exercise and the frequency of exercise that you need to maintain to have long-term health, when you get to that maintenance stage of just keeping this up, you really, I would say no more than 3 to 4 times a week. You know, that's if you're really doing focused, pretty intense workouts, because you really want to allow for as much rest as you need, because your body needs it. Now, sometimes, you know, we've had people in the community that will do 5 to 6 days a week, but you got to understand, when you're doing 5 to 6 days a week, you cannot do that high intensity Maven style workout 5 to 6 days a week without having to be required to do a lot of like just maintenance things that, you know, you need to eat enough, you need to rest, you need to be very timely with your workouts, you need to also program design accordingly, because you also don't want to, you know, overexert and overuse you know, certain body parts so that you end up having injuries and incurring injuries. And so what I encourage you to do is really aim for 3 to 4 times a week of relatively intense exercise. I say the duration of those exercise sessions would be no more than 30 to 40 minutes. And one of the things that I always recommend in everybody who starts a program is the heart rate monitor, to really gauge that objective effort, the objective number, and that just to really measure your exertion. And you know, heart rate monitor, yeah, it's not the end all be all, it's not, you know, perfect, but it is a very good objective measurement tool. And you know, what I really want to emphasize in these programs that you set up for yourself is that the ultimate goal is to maintain an optimal lifestyle, you know, via an exercise and diet program, right? Now, that's just a piece of health. You know, everybody associates exercise and diet as like, that's it, you know, when you're talking about health. But the way that we define health in Maven, and how I define health, is that it really is a piece. And I think as you become even more aware of yourself and really understand your needs as far as health goes, you start de-emphasizing a little bit the health as far as the role of diet and even exercise in our overall health. But that comes, I think, later on, and you do need to go through that journey, I think, systematically sometimes to get to that point. And so, you know, just keep that in the back of your mind as you continue this journey, as you start this journey of health. That was a Daily Dose of Maven. Thanks, Carmen.